We're going to start with Manchester City. Have a listen to this, and then we'll ask the question on the back of it. Their manager, Pep Guardiola, spoke with the media last night, seemed particularly salty when asked whether Manchester United are title challengers.
Yeah, if you spend a little bit more money, yeah. Because you didn't spend, isn't it? It's normal in the position that, it's in the position that that normal should be. So, but the reality is he fought against two teams, especially Liverpool, United, ourselves in the last years that we have done incredible well with the numbers. But always when I landed here, I thought United always would be there. So for the history, for everything, so Erik is doing an incredible job.
This is the first time he's probably... I take it as a backhanded compliment, right, if he's having a dig at Man United, because in previous years, United haven't been anywhere near what Man City are. Is this the first time maybe he's looking over his shoulder thinking... Oh, they're sort of moving in the right direction now for the first time in a long, long time.
Yeah, they're certainly moving in the right direction, of course. I mean, look what they've done in a short space of time. But for me, they're still miles away from Manchester City. I mean,
miles away?
When you look at Manchester City, you can't just talk about the last few weeks or this season because it's...
Why?
Because that's too quick. You've got to look at...
Why can't you talk about this season?
Because, you're still behind them in the league.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying we're level with them.
No, but I'm
saying we're not miles behind them.
For Manchester United to get to where Manchester City are and have been, it's going to take time.
Yeah, no, of course, but we're not miles. Your quote is, we're miles behind them.
You are miles behind. They've won the Premier League 4 out of the last 5 years.
I'm talking about not the last 5 years. I'm talking about today.
Yeah.
When you look at the two sides, you look at the managers.
Yeah.
You look at what you think they might be achieving this season and where they go from here.
Yeah.
I would say United aren't miles behind City.
Before Manchester United can think about that, you're still miles away. As I said, 4 Premier League titles in the last 5 years. They're still ahead of you. And it's not even been... Manchester City have been good this year, but they've still not hit the heights that we've used to see in Manchester City. But they're still ahead of you. They're still in the Champions League. They're still in the FA Cup. So they're miles ahead of you still.
Are they miles ahead of Arsenal?
As a club, yeah, of course they are. Look how successful they've been.
How close are Manchester United to Arsenal then?
Yeah, you're close to us. But at the minute, we're having a better season in the league. We're top of the league. So we're absolutely flying. But in terms of Arsenal trying to get to where Manchester City are, that's going to take time. That's time, investment, not even so much infrastructure because Arsenal have got that. But it's going to take time. 4 out of the last 5 years, they've won the Premier League.
No, but I'm talking about where Manchester United are now. The fact they've had a little dig about their spending. By the way, how ironic is that? They're being investigated for financial fair play.
I just think, I know this little period here, Manchester United have been quite successful. You just won the Carabao Cup, I get it. You're in your feelings, you guys are all happy. But in terms of being close to Manchester City and what they are, absolutely not yet. 4 out of 5 years.
No, but I'm not. You're going back to.
But you can't discard the last 5.
No, I'm not. But I'm talking about where the two clubs are now.
Yeah, you're still miles away from them. Miles away from Manchester City.
I don't see it as miles away. We're 6 points behind them in the league.
I look at Manchester City.
Hold on. We're 6 points behind them in the league, and we've just won a trophy they usually win.
Okay.
Right?
What does that mean? You've won the League Cup.
No, it doesn't mean anything because I'm not a massive fan of the League Cup, but it is still a trophy.
Yeah.
You can only win what's put in front of you. Right? But so far, who's having a better season?
Okay, you've won the first cup.
No, answer that question.
But they're still ahead of you. My point is...
But no, they are, but not miles.
They're miles ahead of you. For you
How
thinking...
can you say that?
Because this last little period of the last few months where you've done very well, they've been doing this for years. You don't have a little period of...
I'm talking about right now.
No, this doesn't matter.
Okay, let me ask you this. If the seasons previous to where we are now were equal, right? So the last 6 years has been shared, 3 for United, 3 for City, right? In regards to who's won the Premier League.
Okay, but you haven't. But go on.
No, but for the sake of my argument.
No, but that's my point.
No.
But you're saying for the sake of the argument.
Hear my question.
But you haven't done that.
No, but hear my question, right? So if they were level over the last 6 years, and then you based from the beginning of this season up to where we are now, are we miles behind them?
Well, it's a ridiculous question because it hasn't happened.
No, but I'm talking about...
Let me rephrase
the question.
But you can't then make...
Under Erik Ten Hag, are Man United miles behind City?
Yes, still. They've won the league 4 out of the last 5 years. You can't base the last 5 years of something you've been doing for a couple of months. That's almost like saying...
I'm talking about right now.
Okay, that's like saying Brentford are better than Liverpool.
No, I'm not saying better.
But it's like saying Brentford are closer to Liverpool than they've been. Well, Liverpool just having a bad season.
Well, no, Liverpool are above Brentford, so I wouldn't say that.
Okay, Chelsea.
Right.
That's like saying Brentford are closer to Chelsea than we think. Well, they're not. But Chelsea's just having a bad period now. But they're still nowhere near what Chelsea are.
No, I don't see it like that.
Well, so you think Brentford all of a sudden now?
No, but I'm talking about, when you talk about Man United and Man City...
Yeah, they're miles. I still think they're miles behind.
So when you say miles, how many years before Man United can push Man City?
What, for the league?
Yeah.
Well, they haven't pushed them for a long time.
Right, but from now, going forward...
2-3 years?
2-3 years?
Yeah.
That's not miles, is it 2 years? Miles?
3 years.
You said 2.
That's still a long time.
I don't think that's that far. Well, you consider hold on. They're both, since Pep went to Man City, they've both spent £1 billion.
Oh yeah, it's got nothing to do with it. What I'm saying is that you can't base what you've been doing since Ten Hag got into the Manchester United.
If Man City finish the season with nothing, who's had a better season?
Well, Man United have won a cup. Where did Manchester City finish?
Second.
But you've won a trophy.
So who's had a better season?
Yeah, you've had a better cup competition.
So who's had a better season?
But more consistent would be Manchester City because they finished above you.
Okay.
So wait, wait 1 second. So I'm understanding you. You think because Manchester United, the last couple of months, have been very good, that neglects all of what Manchester City have done for the last 5 years?
I'm talking about since Erik Ten Hag went, the gap between Man United and Man City is probably as small as it's been since Fergie left 10 years ago.
No way. Not a chance. No way.
I think so. With regards to United going forward. I wouldn't say, we're certainly behind City, but we're not miles behind them. It's a big old quote.
I think you're aware.
Chelsea are miles behind them. Would you agree with that?
What, Chelsea probably, at this present time, no. But they've been closer than you.
Are Chelsea miles behind them?
As it stands right now, they are in the league.
Okay. And Man United are miles, so we're the same as Chelsea?
No. I think you've got a long way to go.
Okay, we'll take calls in, shall we?
League Cup, and all of a sudden you're close to Manchester City.
No, I said
what is going on?
I didn't say that. I said we're not miles behind.
You are.
It's going to be one of those days, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah?
We're not going to agree on much.
No, we're not. Oh, we have done.